All right. Hey, welcome everyone to this week's Catch the Mania 30 and 30 presentation. It's Monday night. We're doing this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday starting at 7. What 30 and 30 means is 30 questions in 30 minutes. We're just doing a kind of a free trivia presentation for you each night. We're going to have some amazing guest hosts too. I've been talking to some people. I have a former Jeopardy champion. I have a bartender that's been on a nationally syndicated show. I have a drag queen that's going to come on and read some questions to you. So I'm excited to get to that. Those of you that played last week, we did a theme night on Thursday night. The feedback wasn't great for that. So we're going to stick with general trivia. But we're just about ready to get going. If you want to keep score just on a piece of paper at home, feel free to do that. If you want to join in on our online scoreboard through Google Forms, there's a link. It's a bit.ly link that you'll see. And we're also keeping track of your overall scores on a website called TrivTrack, which is our scorekeeping website. So make sure you check that out. You can even claim your team on there if you want to make sure you have the name saved for you. And it compiles scores, so you'll be able to tell where you're at. We're going to give prizes out as we move forward here for reaching certain levels. All right, so we're going to jump into tonight's trivia. It's 30 and 30 live. Edition number 8. This is our 8th night doing this. We're always trying new things from a technological standpoint. So hopefully it's all going great for you guys on the other end. If you want to share a photo with us of you playing, we'd love to see where you're playing from and share a photo with us, all right? Here's the bit.ly link for tonight's game. If you haven't signed on, I'll leave this up there for a second. Hope you enjoy. We've got some Chad Hollister band music playing in the background. And with that, what do you say we jump into round number 1? Now, every night, round number 1 is a multiple choice miscellaneous. Here we go. What same named Midwest cities in 2 neighboring states combine into one metro area with nearly 2 million people? Sorry, I need to move some stuff around so I can see the screen. You have choices: Kansas City, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, or Union City. A, B, C, or D. My suggestion while you play, too, folks, is if you have the option to do this, watch the trivia on a computer screen and do your scoring on a phone. Part of the reason why is round 3 is a visual round. You'll be able to see those clues a little bit easier than on a phone. What do you say we move on? Question number 2. What Greek philosopher was portrayed in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Was it Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, or Pericles?
Wade through the stream or maybe run through the river, even though you may get just a little bit wet.
With that, let's move on to number 3. In a 1914 novel, what character was introduced that could drop 20 feet at a stretch from limb to limb in rapid descent to the ground? Is that Mowgli, Tarzan, King Kong, or George of the Jungle? This is life. With that, we're going to move on to question number 4 of round 1. And just a reminder, if you want to join in, if you got here a couple minutes late, this is our bit.ly link to get to the answer sheets for tonight. It's pretty much always the same with the date changing. And then round 1, R1 for round 1, R2 for round 2, and R3 for round 3. Okay? Here we go. What country has had the most confirmed cases of COVID-19? China, Italy, the United States, or Spain as of today? And it is Margarita Monday. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining. On to number 5. When the GOP convened in 1888, who became the first black man to earn a vote for president at a major party convention? Was that Booker T. Washington, Thurgood Marshall, W.E.B. Du Bois, or Frederick Douglass? And now we've had some issues with streaming with Facebook just because of so many people being on the airwaves here, folks. So another option that we're working on is YouTube Live. I believe we're on there tonight. It's our first test. So please check us out there as well. And if you do, subscribe to our channel. It's got some testimonials about Catch-Mania on there, and it's going to have our YouTube Live videos for trivia. On to question number 6. Turkey still uses a currency with what name? Though Italy no longer does. Is that the lira, peso, dollar, or euro? Question number 6 of round 1.
Just one word, you speak the truth.
What do you say with that? We move on. Question number 7. Joe DiMaggio holds a record 56-game hit streak. Who from the 20th century is second on the list at 44 games in a row? Is that Ty Cobb, Derek Jeter, Paul Molitor, or Pete Rose? Question number 7. With that, let's move on to question number 8. What artist has had Billboard's #1 single on the Hot 100 chart since mid-January 2020 with The Box? Is that Post Malone, Justin Bieber, Drake, or Roddy Ricch? Question number 8 of round 1. Let's move on to question number 9 of round 1, the multiple choice round, miscellaneous multiple choice round. What is the name of the music festival, which happens in Manchester, Tennessee each June? It was named Best Festival in 2008 by Rolling Stone magazine. Is that Lollapalooza, Bonnaroo, Woodstock, or South by Southwest? Question number 9.
I gotta try to speak so I can fly. Around the world, I gotta feel this earth.
And hey, with that, let's move on to question number 10. This is our last one of round 1. Once again, it's 30 questions in 30 minutes. They're separated into groups of 10, so there are 3 rounds of 10 questions each. Question 10. Arkansas's official motto is Regnat Populus, meaning what rules? Is it majority rule, people rule, government rule, or law rules? A, B, C, or D? And hey, that's it for round number 1. When you are finished with your answer sheets, you need to hit, or finished with your online answer sheets, you need to hit the send button there, the submit button. That'll make it to us, and we'll keep track of that on an overall scoreboard. I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're excited you're here. We're also on YouTube Live starting tonight, assuming we didn't have any technical difficulties. We're trying it out, so thanks for joining us. That's it for round number 1. We'll kick into round number 2 in just a minute. There should be a link at the bottom of round 1 that brings you to the round 2 answer sheets, or it's the same web address with an R2 at the end of it rather than R1. We'll jump into round 2 in just a minute. There's the bit.ly link right there for round 2. Once again, Margarita Monday. Cheers, folks. Thanks for joining us. So we've been hosting here, we meaning myself and Malika comes in and hosts some rounds as well.
Hello, everybody.
She'll be doing round number 3 today, and probably the answers to round 2 and 3 after I didn't tell you that. But as I mentioned, we have some exciting guest hosts coming up, so I'll keep you posted more on that as we get closer. But what do you say we move on to round 2? It's a name the decade. All right. So what that means. This round contains clues that each consist of 3 historical events, all which occurred in the same decade. Decades from 1920 to 2019 are represented. Name the decade. For example, 1950s, 2010s, 1980s, etc. All right? So we're going to jump into that in just a minute. Once again, every one of your answers should be from the 1920s to the 2010s. Number 1, Michael Jackson's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was released. IBM launched its PC, and Mount St. Helens erupted. What decade?
So special, so magical, from the head down to my toes. I can hear you roar. What I'm supposed to do.
We're working on learning a little bit more about watch parties and how we can make it easier for you guys to play. But I do know one thing: if you want to do a watch party, you can gather your friends virtually and play as a team. While you're in separate houses, if you want to do that. I know we've had a few teams do that so far, and it's great to see, I say old trivia teams that came to some of our trivia nights, now playing together with us on our 30 and 30 presentation. Let's move on to question number 2 of round 2. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated. NATO was established, and either the New York Yankees or the St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series 7 times in the decade. Name the decade. Forgot to mention, if you haven't played with us before, round 1 questions are followed by round 2 questions. We then go back to the answers to round number 1. This gives people a chance to finalize their answer sheets, their virtual answer sheets, and send those in. And it gives us a chance to correct if we're able to keep up with that. Question number 3. Decade number 3. Name the decade. The Xbox was released. The Boxing Day tsunami killed over 230,000 people, and the so-called dot-com bubble burst. Name the decade. So just got word that Cotton Candy Matt from the Cotton Candy Connection, who gave away the Maple Candy Prize last week, is also able to give us one for this week and the next few weeks coming up. So we appreciate him. He's going to provide us with prizes for the next few weeks. We're also working on some other things. So we randomly draw those. So if you play around, you have a chance to win. On to number 4. Margaret Thatcher was elected Prime Minister of England for the first time. Kourtney Kardashian was born, and Stephen Hawking developed his theory of black holes. Name the decade. Drums be drumming while we move our feet. And inspiration will be making the move. What do you say we move on to question number 5 of round 2? F. Scott Fitzgerald published The Great Gatsby. Warren G. Harding served as president of the United States, and Bobby Jones won his first U.S. Open golf tournament. Number 5 of round 2. Name the decade. We have different categories each night, folks. Round 1's always multiple choice miscellaneous, but they change from night to night after that. Our other 2 rounds. Tonight, it's Name the Decade. Let's move on to number 6. The first ATM was opened at Barclays Bank in London. Comedian Lenny Bruce was found dead from an overdose, and the Peace Corps were established. What decade was that? Number 6. Once again, we appreciate you joining us. It's great to be able to connect during these times and have you watching us. And we can see afterwards how many people have watched and what teams have joined in. It's been a pretty cool experience. So thank you for coming. On to number 7. Hubble Space Telescope was launched. Moscow opens its first McDonald's, and Rodney King was beaten by police officers. Name the decade. With that, we're going to move on to number 8. John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath was first published. The United States declared neutrality in World War II, and Orson Welles' War of the Worlds caused panic after its radio broadcast. Name that decade. Everybody's praying for a change. Do us a favor, folks, at the end of this round, after the next 2 questions, take a picture of yourself, tag yourself at either the Top Hat, the Chessmania Facebook page, or on Instagram. We have an Instagram page at Chessmania, all one word. It'd be great to see pictures of you playing out there. The Cuban Revolution, this is number 9. The Cuban Revolution started and ended. Sputnik 1 was launched, and an immunization vaccine was produced for polio. Question number 9 of round 2. Name the decade. Believe me in all I say to you. Let me be the one to make it all come true. Hey, with that, you ready for number 10? The last one of round number 2? Here we go. Hu Jintao served his last year as president of the People's Republic of China. The Higgs boson particle was discovered, and Kesha had a number 1 hit with TikTok. Name that decade. And with that, that'll finalize round number 2. So take a look through. Click submit whenever you're ready. We're going to go through the answers to round 1 in about 30 seconds. Once again, folks, if you're having any problems seeing us on Facebook because of connectivity or anything, we're also on YouTube Live starting tonight. So maybe it's better signal there. We're going to check it out after we're done here and see what we can do to continue to improve our presentation. Let's go through the answers to round number 1, the miscellaneous round. That's Kansas City. Answer to number 1. Number 2, C, Socrates. That's Tarzan. B, number 3. C, the United States. Just happened in the last 4 or 5 days, I think. Frederick Douglass. D is the answer to number 5. Number 6, the lira. Still used in Turkey. Pete Rose. D, the answer to number 7. Roddy Rich. Number 8. That's B, Bonnaroo. Probably will not be happening this year. I hope it will be. And B, People Rule. Hey, I want to say hi to Jason Rodriguez up in the Tampa area. Thanks for joining us again, Jason. We appreciate you guys that have been coming back night after night. It's really great to see some similar or the same names over and over here. So with that, I'm going to move on to round number 3. In fact, Malika's going to take over. That is a visual round, so make sure you can see round number 3. And there's your link for that round if you need it. All right, Malika.
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Cheers.
Happy Margarita and apparently Wine Monday.
I'm a rebel. I don't follow the rules all the time. So I went with red wine this evening, even though I do enjoy my Monday margarita. Anyway, so just joining us, you can type in that bit.ly link and play along with us electronically or grab a piece of paper and pen. And just play along at home. Have fun, right? This is about having some fun for a little while and maybe hopefully connecting with some friends at our watch parties. All right. Ready for round number 3? Here we go. Round number 3, Disney animated characters. Okay, here we go. This round consists of visual clues. Each clue is a GIF of a Disney character. Name the character. All right, here we go. Number 1, round 3. Name the character. Name the character. We may know the movie, but you gotta name that character. All right, here we go. Moving on to question number 2. Question number 2. Name the character. Amazing how the animation has shifted over the years, right? Classics, the Pixar, etc., all the different things. It's amazing. All right, question 3. Name the character. Say what you need to say. Make each day a good day. And again, you know, we hope that this sheds a little lightness through the week for all of you tuning in. Thank you so much, and for all of your support to make this happen. A lot of players involved here, a lot of friends and teamwork to make this happen for us all to play and have a little fun. Great, great movie. All right, question 4. Here we go. Question 4. Name the character. Hey, cheers. We didn't cheers.
We did cheers.
Oh, we did.
We did cheers, but I'll cheers again. And hey, I want to say hi to Zach Smith, DJ'd his wedding. It seems like 5 years ago, probably longer. Good to see you online, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Question number 5. Here we go. Name that character.
Snow she falls on my coat and shoes.
Moving on. Question 6. Name that character.
This journey you've taken all of us through. I wanna sail with you and whisper, shine Jensen. Breathe as he would breathe. Live Jensen.
A few more left. Give you a little more time on this one. Okay, moving on. Question number 7. Here we go. Name the character.
Yeah, I don't want this to be a sad song. 'Cause you gave the world so.
It's pretty amazing too, seeing you all tune in from literally all over the country and other parts of the world even. So week to week, it's been really neat to see. Thank you so much. I hope you're having so much fun. All right, question 8. Here we go. Name that character.
So many of them rap, yeah, stars, find dollars in the sky.
A few more minutes with this one.
Meal on a damn necklace, that's 22 houses that I could buy. Think they could make a difference.
So me, Darren, I'll get out here and dance in a little bit.
Nope.
Shut down. All right, here we go. A few more glances here. Name that character.
This is just my.
Nope.
Yeah. All the money in the world.
Okay. Question 9. Name that character.
Okay, just before we move on to number 10 of this round and our last question, actually, remember we're doing this every night, 7 to 7:30. You can join in with a team. You can join in yourself. You can keep score yourself. You can go to our online score sheets, however you want to play. But we really appreciate you tuning into us, and we're just here to have fun ourselves and make sure you guys are having fun. So with that, let's move on to our last one.
Last question. Here we go. Name that character. You would make me laugh.
Joe Millionaire, you see, I buy my own wine.
A few more minutes on this one.
The car that I drive for living the rich life. Do you want to hear about Paris Hilton or what Brittany and what's his name did?
Name that character.
Or that Jimmy and Ashton were seen together with a Bruce.
Yeah, we were talking about people watching from all over the world. We have groups from the United Kingdom that have been joining in with us for the last at least week, maybe longer than that. We've also got Alicia from Alaska. There was a question on who the furthest away was that was watching us.
Hey.
Alaska's actually further. So thanks for joining us, Alicia. And if you want to head to the YouTube live page, you can check us out there too in terms of watching this trivia presentation. Just hit subscribe and then you'll know when things are coming up because we'll keep posting. So, and we're gonna have some prizes that we're gathering now. Yeah, you can move on. And we'll let you know more as we start to get some of those. But for now, we have the Cotton Candy Connection out of Vermont, Matt Mullen, Cotton Candy Matt, I call him. I hardly ever say his last name. He's providing some cotton candy or some maple candy prizes for us. So we appreciate him. And
Thank you, Matt.
yeah, thanks, Matt. With that, you want to go through the answers for round 2?
Sure. All right. Answers to round number 2. Name the decade. Question number 1, round 2. The 1980s. Question number 2. The 1940s. Question 3. 2000s. Question 4. The 1970s. The 20s, 1920s was question 5. Answer. 1960s for question number 6. 1990s for question number 7. Number 8, 1930s. 1950s, question number 9. And number 10, here we go, 2010s. I guess you would say 2010s. 2010s. All right. So that was the name of the decade, round 2. Answers to round number 3. Are we ready? Disney animated characters. Here we go. Question 1, flower. Flounder. Number 2. Number 3, I think it's Merida. Merida. Okay, I haven't seen that movie in a while, but it's amazing. Question 4, Zazu. Question 5, Tinkerbell. Little Tinkerbell there. Question 6, that is Doc. Dwarf Doc. Question 7, Dumbo. Question 8, Edna Mode. Question 9, Darla. And LeFou, I guess, right? LeFou? Question 10. And that's it.
All right.
All right.
So, hey, once again, we want to thank Matt from the Cotton Candy Connection, along with Maple City Candy. They're providing the prize that we'll be giving away at the end of this week, but we're working on some other stuff. We have later this week a Jeopardy champion, former Jeopardy champion, who's going to be hosting Wednesday night. So I'm really excited about that. And we'll let you know what else is coming up. But thanks for joining us for this half hour. Please like Catch the Mania Facebook page. That'll let you know. We'll give you a reminder that we're going live. Yep.
And for YouTube, when you subscribe, you'll get notifications all the time. Like, Catch the Mania is live. So you'll get these alerts once you subscribe. So that's another thing that we're trying to work on right now, which is another way of keeping you informed and another platform. If something isn't working quite right in one way, you can do it in another way.
Yes. All right. So thanks for joining us tonight. It's great to see all you guys. We'll be posting the scores on trivtrack.com a little bit later, so you can see how you did each round and you can see how you did overall. We'll see you guys soon. We'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night.
7 to 7:30. Thanks for
you,
joining
everybody.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where's my glass? Cheers.
Yes, I'm going home.